If you only knew the loud version of modernity, it goes like this. Europe woke up. It invented science. It wrote clean laws. And it built markets from scratch. But the quieter version is very much truer to the fact. From the 8th century on, Europe learned by trading, translating, and working inside Islamic frameworks that already ran on knowledge, on contracts, and civic duty. Now, let me give you the gist of what I'm trying to say. First, the channels. Ideas and innovation moved through Al-Andalus and Norman Sicily, through translation circles in Toledo and Palermo, and across busy trade routes from the Maghreb to the Levant and the Indian Ocean. Merchants do not just swap goods. They adopt norms, they adopt systems that make trade and exchange possible. Secondly, the tools, the toolkit. Europe took on Hindu-Arabic numerals and algebra, which made real bookkeeping possible. It absorbed optics and astronomy through works like Ibn Haytham. It copied instruments such as the astrolabe. Paper came through Muslim Spain and unlocked record-keeping at scale. Medicine traveled too through Avicenna's canon and Al-Zahrawi's surgery. None of this was exotic. It was just merely practical. Thirdly, the framework beneath the tools. Islamic commercial law was literate and contract-based. It rewarded profit from work and risk, not from opacity. Partnerships like Mudaraba and agency contracts like Wakala kept risks and reward honest. Bills of exchange, such as Saftaja and Sukuk, extended trust across distances. Now, public life had anchors. Waqf turned private surplus into lasting public goods. Hisbah inspectors guarded fair markets. The Baitul Mal treated revenue as a trust, as an amana, not as a prize. This is the moral economy that shaped daily practice. Governance followed the same logic. Administrative diwans, cadastral records, and careful chanceries made rule a craft. When the Normans took Sicily, they kept the Arabic-speaking bureaucracy because it worked. Europe's later customs houses and merchant law reflect that encounter. The lex mercatoria did not appear from thin air. So what changed through the time? By the 16th century, the motive shifted. Feudal extraction and mercantilist appetite pushed past restraint. Enclosures dispossessed commoners. Chartered companies fused state power with private gain. Interest-bearing public debt became the engine of expansion. Europe kept the techniques but dropped the guardrails. The result was speed without a ballast. We live with the consequences today. Efficient markets that offload risk onto households. Growth that forgets public goods until crisis hits. Ledgers that balance while communities do not. The essay I just wrote argues for a recovery, not nostalgia. To bring back the link between profit and purpose as a design, not just slogan. Favor risk-sharing finance for real investment. Fund essential services with endowments that are transparent and durable. Give regulators a clear mandate to protect the vulnerable and discipline abuse. Make disclosure real, not theatrical. If this resonates, the full essay will walk you through the evidence and timeline in detail. It shows you how transmission worked, where claims are solid where they are debated and how these principles can be rebuilt today. I invite you to take 10 minutes and have a look at it. Then let's talk about how we can turn good history into better institutions.